everybody. Thanks for joining me today. We're doing another swipe and spin. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Artistry by Rita. So I am going to do another swipe and tilt. No, I'm going to do another swipe and spin. I don't even know what I'm doing today. And these are all the colors I'm going to use. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this, but I'll go through them quickly. I'm using a level 3 16 by 20 artist canvas today, which I've already taped. I've already sprayed and dried so it's nice and taut. And these are the colors I'm going to be using today. Now, this base paint, we're in lockdown again, gosh. So I'm in Canada. This is a house paint, a very basic white semi-gloss house paint. It's Canadian Tire, actually, Easy Flow. But I think you use Color Place by Walmart there. And this is inspired by Sarah Taylor. She did something like this, and Gail Burston. And this is about 3/4 of the house paint. And I'm never sure if you can see this properly, but it's thick. It's not super thick. It's not like a bloom pillow. And I find that those don't dry properly for me. I must not take off enough. So it creates a line and then it quickly disappears. This is about 3/4. I've got it written down here actually. So I've got 3/4 of house paint, which is about 14-15 ounces, about 6 ounces of floetrol, American floetrol, 5 ounces of water, and a really good squeeze of Golden's GAC 800. And that is to prevent cracking and crazing because it is thick. This is my favorite color right now, Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue. And all of the consistencies, but they're thick. Actually, this one's a little too thick. I'll show you in another one. This is Cobalt Blue. This, oh my goodness. This is Folk Art 24 karat gold. I put some crimson, I put some copper. It is a whole bunch of colors until I go, yeah, I like that. Yummy. Can you see that? It's so creamy. Such a pretty color. And this is basically blue and green. I'm sorry, blue and red to sort of make a plummy color. This, once again, is green and blue, my own version. Cobalt Blue with, I think it's Craft Smart Grass Green. And I think I put some iridescent medium in there. This is Folk Art 14 karat gold transparent. This is Payne's Gray, Liquitex Basics Payne's Gray. This, once again, a bunch of different colors, Cobalt Blue, green, iridescent medium. And this is Craft Smart Silver, floetrol. So the floetrol for these is about, this is a little thinner than the rest, but it's already pre-made. These paints are maybe 1.5 parts floetrol, 1 part paint, a tiny bit of floetrol, and a tiny bit of water. And I may use this Artist Loft Deep Magenta, but I may not. I just may need a little more contrast, just a tiny bit. I think I probably will. Okay, so I am going to stop the camera, I'm going to put my music on, and I'm going to do a voiceover. Okay, let's go. I just want to take 2 seconds to explain this setup, which I find to be so much easier than using the tarps or the dollar store picnic table covers, the plastic picnic table covers. It just peels off like that. I don't know if you can see that, but it just peels off ever so easily. And of course it's not because I'm on camera. Yeah, there you go. See? And if you want to use it for art, or making peels, you can. So this is just a washing machine basin. Not a basin, you put it under washing machines to prevent, I guess, overflow. I don't know. It's 30 by 34 inches wide. This I have an issue with, and if anyone out there has an idea for me, so I got some cheapy pieces of wood, and when I put them on this actually wouldn't level, and Gail Burson replied to my question about this. Thank you, Gail. She said put it on cups, so I did. And I find I don't have to go crazy leveling it. I don't have, you know, it's 99% level. And then I bought a bunch of these here at Amazon. And you can see it has a top side and a sharp side. So I use these without them. And then to dry, if I'm not working on another piece, I put them underneath and it lifts it up. And I find it keeps everything nice and neat. It's not perfect, and it'll never be perfect because that's just not me. I could spend an hour or half taking the paint off like I'm doing right now, but you know, I took the majority of it off. And you could use the puppy pads, but then you don't have these little bits and pieces that you can make jewelry out of. Not that I've done that, or not that I'm planning to do that, but you just never know. Okay, so that's it. I wanted to explain it. And I also can use the sides, because I've got really long pieces, for holding my paints and whatnot. As you can see here, I'll just show you. See, I just take this and I on my tray, and I put it on the side. Bob's your uncle. Also want to show you, this is my cell activator. It's Amsterdam Oxide Black, 5 parts floetrol, 1 part paint, and a tiny bit of water. Okay, so here we go. I have sped this up considerably, putting my base coat on, and I strongly suggest that you do it to the sides. Don't do what I did, because then you're just filling in after. And I'm trying something different by creating very small lines rather than large puddles of paint. And I wanted something that was a little more random, a plan, but a little more abstract in nature with more negative space. And I did find that using the popsicle sticks is not my thing. I didn't use my silicone cups where I have more control, and I created a lot of little dots, but no worries, you just pick them up with your finger and they disappear. So here I am, just putting all my paints all over the place, and yeah, just having fun, enjoying the process. Not that quick though. If I worked that quick, there would be paint everywhere. I think I sped this up at least 7 to 10 times because the videos would be way too long, and I believe there is a place where you can slow it down and obviously take off the volume because I would sound like that. Oh boy, I crack myself up. So there you go. Yeah, just putting my paint everywhere and having fun. And now I'm spreading the paint off to the side so that when I spin, it has a place to go. It'll just come to an abrupt stop if you don't do that. And I lightly torch there. And now I am putting the back of the spatula in the cell activator, then gently gliding it along the paint in different patterns. And as I said there, it is sped up considerably. I am moving much slower. And there in that bottom right corner, I sort of put the palette knife in circles off to the side. And instead of getting the cells, you do get more of a swipe. And there I did it again. And I like that because I didn't want cells everywhere. And you want some of the swipe, which is a quieter, gentler appearance than always sells everywhere. And this time I was in a mood where I moved the palette knife back and forth in a sort of squiggly pattern, and no rhyme or reason there. Sometimes I do that, and sometimes I just go in a sort of a straight flow. And I did try to get some of the paint on the sides with my palette knife, so that, you know, it looked, I like the look of that. I like the look of the paint falling onto the sides in the same pattern that's on the canvas. And I'm just playing now, having fun. And there's a close-up. Look already. Look at the colors. Oh boy, it's so pretty. And I love when I scrape the cell activator against the white canvas, because you just get those black and white cells that aren't as colorful, and I quite like that look. And here I am with a paper towel, dabbing my finger in all those little spots of paint into a paper towel each time and getting rid of them. So it's just paint. Don't be scared. And here I am about to start spinning, and I did put some popsicle sticks. I taped them to the bottom of my Lazy Susan to have some control, and I did tape this to the top of the Lazy Susan. As well, I put the press and seal on the Lazy Susan to prevent it from getting quite as dirty. And of course, please spin much slower. This is sped up approximately 7 to 10 times. I'm not sure what I wrote there. And here I am, I'm slowing it down for you so you could see already it's starting to open up the cells. But it is done quite slowly. And I do go in both directions so that I feel it gives a more even appearance to the overall finish. And I've got a larger canvas too, so. And here I am playing again, because this is what I do, and I do play for quite a while. And please feel free to fast forward this part if you are getting bored watching me spin. I think at one point I spin so quickly that you might even get a little dizzy. But I love this part. I do love to play with the paint, and this is when, you know, I have my artistic playtime and really interact with the piece in my own terms, in my own way. And I have watched so many videos, and I have found them so helpful. So I really do hope this gives you some help, some guidance, some bit of knowledge. I love watching all the videos, all the biggies, Tammy Anderson, Gail Burson, who I love, Sarah Taylor, so many out there, so many wonderful artists out there. And here I am back at the table. And I thought, oh, I think that space, I didn't like the way it looked. I think it looked like an animal or a little monster. As Gail Burstyn says, one of her creatures. And I decided to put some more color there. And this is all your preference. At the end of the day, this is all about you and what you see in your artistic eye. And right there at the bottom, you see, I decided I didn't like that, so I scraped it, went back, put some more color, and played a little bit. And now I'm just watching my sides, looking at my sides. And don't forget, guys, to scrape the bottom. And here is a close-up. And it just doesn't give it justice when you see it from a distance, but up close, it's just amazing. Just so beautiful. Well, we are coming to the end of the video. So hopefully you did find it informative and helpful. And if so, please do go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and hit that notification bell. ArtistRi by Rita. Ciao.